Hey family, are you hungry? Well, let's ring the dinner bell. Today we're just doing a little twist on the BLT. Now you know you can't go wrong with bacon. Well, you just can't go wrong with bacon. But a bacon, lettuce, and tomato sandwich, it's always a great go-to, whether it's for lunch, whether you're doing it for dinner. But today we're just gonna put a little twist on the BLT. So what I've got here, I've got just some regular thick cut, actually it's not regular, it's thick cut bacon. Now I'm going to tell you, I usually do this with turkey bacon. My kids hated me forever and ever when I had to switch over to turkey bacon. It's been a long time since I've done real bacon. But you can do this with turkey bacon, you can do this with thin sliced bacon, but if I'm going to eat bacon, which I love to do, I'm going to go for the gusto. We're going to get the thick cut bacon and we're just frying it on really low to medium heat. You don't want to overcook it. You definitely want to let it take its time cooking. And then what we're going to do is what I like to call a little twist. We're going to do kind of a, I guess you might consider it a Southwestern BLT, and then we're going to do my favorite, which is an Italian BLT. So what I usually like to do, I don't like to use mayo. So for our Southwestern BLT, we're going to use some nice ciabatta bread. We've got some beautiful ciabatta bread. We've got some green leaf lettuce, some sliced Roma tomatoes, and then for our Italian BLT, we're going to use a little bit of pepperoncinis. And then we've got some cheese choices. So for the Italian BLT, we're going to do pepperoncinis and we're going to do provolone cheese. And then for our Southwestern BLT, we're going to do a little pepper jack cheese and then guacamole. Because again, I don't really like mayo, so if I can avoid using mayo, I do. I like to substitute avocado or guacamole as a sandwich spread, just in general. It's really good on your sandwiches. If you're ever making a turkey sandwich and you want to put some avocado on there, that's a good idea. So we're just going to let our bacon kind of finish cooking here. And then as soon as we're done, we're just going to pop it on our paper towel and drain it. BLTs, we're just using 6 slices of bacon. You can use more, you can use less, but I think 6 slices is pretty good. Now, I'm cooking with an electric stove, so I find that I have to shift my bacon. First of all, I flip it and turn it quite often just to make sure that it doesn't burn. And then sometimes you have to shift the pieces that are cooking a little faster than the others and kind of move them around. And what's cool about this is if you keep your bacon at a low heat, I know you hear that snap, that sizzle, which is why I've got my custom apron on because I don't want to get splattered with bacon grease. But if you keep your heat low to medium and don't try to cook it too fast, you can really control how your bacon is cooked. And then what happens is as the grease as the fat kind of renders and turns into grease, it can help cook the bacon a little bit more evenly as well. And then you don't have to, and then you just make sure that you're putting some of those undercooked pieces into that grease, and then that's how it gets nice and crispy. Now sometimes I like to just flip my bacon and let it be all curly, but this time I'm going to try to keep it a little straight since we're putting it into a sandwich. But usually when I make it for breakfast, I like it to curl. I'm just going to flip it a couple more times. It's getting nice and brown. I want it to be nice and evenly cooked. Sometimes people leave the fatty ends a little uncooked. I don't like that. I know it's supposed to be a little chewy and gooey, but I don't really like to do that. It just makes me feel like it's too undercooked and like you're going to get some sort of food poisoning or something. So make sure you just kind of like tuck that little piece of fat, just tuck it into the oil just a little bit to make sure that it gets cooked as well. So we're going to turn our heat down. Actually, we're turning it off. And we're gonna go ahead and scoop all of our pieces of bacon and we're gonna take them out to drain on a paper towel. And I'll show you that over here. And like I said, I'm gonna try to keep them as straight as possible. Usually I would, now if you take them out and just kind of let them hang however they want, like you'll get, if you just let it curl like that, when the bacon cools, it'll make that shape. So we just want to take it out. Let's see. And we're going to try to lay it as flat as possible since we're putting it in a sandwich. Well, I just lied. We're making it a little curly. But you can make it a little curly if you'd like. All right. Now that's a mom thing. I just touched it with my bare hands. Don't touch hot bacon with your bare hands because you're going to burn yourself. So for our Italian BLT, I've decided I'm going to just toast the bread just a little bit. So I've put a little pat of butter into the skillet, and we're just going to take our ciabatta and we're going to let it get covered in the butter. Now with these electric skillets, because the heat is so intense, it doesn't take very long, and I don't have to keep everything on the burner too long. We're gonna get it nice and toasted. Ooh, yeah. All right, so let's assemble. I'm gonna take this off the heat. Let's assemble our Italian BLT. So we're gonna take 3 pieces of bacon, and I guess it would have been okay to go ahead and let them get folded instead of keeping them straight, but we're going to take 3 pieces of bacon. We're going to top it with our provolone cheese, and because our bacon is still kind of warm, that cheese is probably going to melt. And then we're going to take on our Southwestern BLT, we're just going to take a little bit of guacamole and we're going to spread it. Now I'm not toasting this one because I like this one a little different, but if you choose to toast it, you can. So we're just going to spread a little guacamole on both sides of the ciabatta. And you can do that according to taste. If you're one of those people who loves to slather mayo on or slather the guacamole on, have at it. But we're going to take our 3 pieces of bacon and we're going to add them. Now this one's a little crispy, so I'm actually going to break it. Oh yeah, that's really great. And pile it right on. And then we're going to add our pepper jack cheese for our Southwestern BLT. And I love green leaf lettuce, but before we add our green leaf lettuce on our Italian BLT, we're going to add our pepperoncinis. Oh my gosh, they're so good. And then we're going to add our green leaf lettuce and our tomato. Now, if you like your order a little different, some people like their lettuce and tomato at the bottom, under the bacon. Some people like it on top. So for our Southwestern, we're just going to go ahead and add our tomatoes and our green leaf lettuce. It's very pretty. I like green leaf lettuce or red leaf lettuce. I was having trouble finding it today. And then we're just going to top our beautiful sandwiches. Don't those look yummy? They look so good. And it smells really good. I love the smell of bacon. So you can have your BLT the normal way, or you can make a better BLT with the dinner bell. If you've enjoyed this video, I hope you'll like, subscribe, share, and comment. If you'd like any of our recipes, you can go to discoverkcu.org/shop and download an e-copy of the Dinner Bell Cookbook if you can't wait to order it from Amazon.com and get a hard copy in your hands. I'm so glad you tuned in. Bon appetit.